Hello everyone, welcome to GametechUK and another bus sim video coming thick and fast over the next couple of weeks with bus sim content right up until the release, and then I'll be moving over to the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox version to produce content for the consoles and to play with you lovely console players. Right, what are we going to do in today's video? Well, I'm going to take you through over the next couple of videos, nice and short videos, just showing you through each bus. Today is going to be the Mercedes Citaro K. The reason I'm starting with that, it is the starting bus. This is the one you are going to start the game with. Now, I've decided to standardise my whole fleet now with this this H2 livery, right? This is going to be my corporate livery throughout the whole game now, so I've adopted this. There's a few little bits you can do to the customizing. You can put stickers and numbers on the roof and that sort of thing, but this is actually an advert, not a skin, so I'm going to standardize with this advert across my entire fleet now, as well as the number plate as well. The number plate is going to be GTUK 999, so that's going to be my sort of standard look, if you like. So if you see me out on the road, you know it's me. Right, let's have a look around the bus. So we're sitting in the driver's seat, and one thing that I probably haven't shown you actually, and if you only follow my videos, or it was my videos that got you into bus sim, you might not even know about this feature. The reason you might not know about it is because I don't actually use it that much, and that is you can control directly the cockpit from your right analog stick on the Xbox or the PlayStation 4. Obviously I'm on the PC version, so I'm controlling it with the mouse, but what you can do is you can zoom in, and you can actually press the buttons yourself. You can do this. So on the Citaro K, which this video is about, we've got the parking brake. So the parking brake, you can do this on the PlayStation as well and the Xbox, and it will have the specific, obviously P, if you press the keyboard P on the Xbox and the PlayStation, it will have the corresponding button. But you can do the parking brake. You can do the lights as well. That is actually the windscreen wipers, so you can put them on from here. Over here we've got the passenger lights for lighting up the rear area. We've got the cockpit lights, which is for me. We've got the ticketing machine lights, which is the ticketing machine just there. And we've got the fire lights as well, which is the working lights on the actual bus. Up here, you can see that everything gets controlled with a blue outline. They're the things that you control. Up here, you've got the normal on and off for your headlamps. We've got the retarder down here, along with the ignition. That's how you start the bus, which I'll show you in a second. You've got the ignition. The graphics are great though, aren't they? You've got the zoomed in version, so you've got the normal one. If you want to control the buttons, you just zoom in. Over on the right hand side, you've got a driver door, so you can just look at this and click it, or you can press the driver door. It will automatically make you get up out your seat and stand just outside the door. I'm still not sure how they're going to do the walking around on the PlayStation and the Xbox. I think you're probably going to be using your controller and the steering wheel at the same time, which is not a problem at all. Over here you've got the speed limiter. Now I have showed you this before. When you go to set up your route, you can choose whether to have a standard control system for your bus or advanced. The standard will do automatic gears and put your speed limiter on, so you'll never be able to speed and upset your passengers, but you can manually turn that off and on from within the actual bus. Over here you've got the engine toggle, so that will turn the whole thing off. You've got the ramp as well. Now I've set that up to a button R3, bottom right hand side of my steering wheel. And also we've had some really fantastic news regarding the control scheme, which I did make a separate video about, but I will mention it here. As long as you've got a Logitech or a Thrustmaster, and it isn't the official supported, there's 3 wheels that are supported. I'll put a link above actually for the video where it shows you the 3 of each, 3 PlayStation, 3 Xbox steering wheels that are fully absolutely supported, but everything else is supported. You can just do your own control scheme, which I think is absolutely fantastic. I really like the control scheme that I've set up on the PC, because you've got more freedom to do that. I can set up whatever I want. Hopefully I can duplicate that on the PlayStation 4, and I'll make a video about that and show you as well what I'm using for each specific button. But I have got a button for the steering, the ramp, so you can open up the doors manually as well. Again, I've set up a button which for me is just convenient, and I can concentrate on the stream chat. So for me, it's quite convenient. But if you wanted to, at each stop, you can do all of this process manually. You can come over here and actually press to open up the doors. You can also do the ticket machine manually, which you've seen me if you watch my videos. I like to use the mouse. Obviously, I'm not going to have the mouse on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox, but I know for a fact, because I've played the PlayStation version at EGX, you can just use the D-pad or the analog to go across up there to use, to choose whether they want a single, a day or a week, and then down here to give change. It's very, very simple, very intuitive. So when you start your route, you get two options on how you want to start. Option 1 is called Quick Start. That will plonk you in the road on your way to the bus route with the engine running, you're sitting in the seat, everything's ready. All you've got to do is press accelerator and just get on with your route. That's quite easy. The second one, which I think is better, is starting your route not at the first bus stop, but at the actual bus garage, standing outside your bus, and you've got to get in and start it up yourself. I think that's better. It just adds something a little bit to the game. Also, I quite like driving to the first bus stop with no one in it. I know it sounds silly, and I'm sure it sounds more echoey and more sort of rattly when there's no one in it, but that might just be my imagination. So to start the bus and get on our way, this is what we have to do. So we walk up to the actual doors, just press the button by pressing X. Obviously I'm doing it on the mouse. Same thing here, when you highlight something, you'll just press X on the controller. So board cockpit is highlighted, you just press X and it will automatically sit you down. Then we use the zoom button and we go down, we turn the ignition on, which will turn all the cockpit lights on and just electrify the bus. And then we can just hold down this button, and that's the bus started. We're going to have to, oh, I've got my wipers on there. We're going to have to close the doors, because obviously at the moment the bus is tilted to one side because the doors are open. So again, you could just press that, or I can do it with my buttons which I've set up. So I like to do the button. And then all we need to do is go down and highlight the brake, the parking brake. Obviously I'm using the keyboard and mouse because I'm on the PC version, but like I say, we'll be using the controller for that. And then all we need to do is just accelerate away. If you accelerate slowly up to the bus door, it will open for you. And then we can just gradually and carefully make our way out of the bus garage. Look at that. Ooh, it looks lovely, doesn't it? I actually really like the Citaro K, and when the start of the game, when this is the only bus you've got, it's quite an enjoyable bus. It's quite small, it's only 10 metres long. You can fit 28 people sitting down, 18 standing up. So on a busy bank holiday weekend, sometimes when you start the game, it tells you that there's a holiday and it's going to be really busy. Sometimes you can have a full bus, so it's going to earn you quite a bit of money. There are also running costs to these buses as well. This particular bus costs €500 per week for maintenance that you need to pay out of your profits. To buy the bus is $108,000, so it's a good affordable bus. And I've actually brought loads of these, because when you set up a route and hire a driver, I chuck all my drivers in these. I don't know if there is a real big difference in the bus that you hire for your driver. I haven't really seen a return on driving bigger buses for your drivers. The only thing that you do see is obviously a difference when they come the other way, because when you're out doing your route, your drivers are actually driving the other way in the bus that you've given them. So I see a lot of Citaro Ks around. So as I've told you before, and you probably know anyway, all of the buses in Bus Sim are fully licensed. What that means is that they are a direct replication of the real life counterpart. When the game has developed these buses, they have to be sent to the manufacturer to be signed off, because they are representing the company. So everything is in the right place. All these stickers, all the buttons for getting off, everything is in the right place. Everything here, if you got on this particular Citaro K, including the trim, including the colour, everything is as it would be at the factory, and that just adds something for me. It really does. And I think the graphics are absolutely awesome. You know, it's just really, really good. Like I say, 28 seats. You can fit 18 people standing as well. Like I say, it's not a massively long bus. It's only 10 meters long, which isn't too much of a problem. And it's got a turning circle of 8.6 meters. So if you get stuck in trouble, it's not too much. It's not too much aggravation to reverse round and get yourself out of trouble. But it is a really, really nice bus. We've got these where I live, actually. Citaro Ks. I think they're a popular bus, and it does look good with that GTUK livery on there now. Ooh. So there you go, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this very brief look around the Citaro K. Watch out for more videos coming. I'm going to go through all the buses over the next couple of weeks. Just show you what to expect when you get it home on the Xbox and the PlayStation 4. That is it, everyone. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one.